So you can spread out, coming into a symmetrical, relaxed position. And either close your eyes or take a soft gaze. And begin to slow down. You can slow down the pace of your breath. And also slowing down and creating a little space between what you notice and what you do about it, so that this is a time where we might redo some patterning instead of reacting in a habitual way, really being choiceful about each thing we're doing as best we can. You're welcome to come back to this simplicity of just feeling your breath, feeling where you are. Anytime you notice that things have gotten overwhelming or you're checked out or overthinking, just simplify. Feel that you are touching the floor, that you are breathing, and then if you have the space to be curious about what else, get curious about what else is happening now. So you're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them. And let's stretch out long through arms and legs like a big full body yawn. Interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, flex your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands, the heels of your feet. And then release and bring your right knee to your chest. Give that knee a good squeeze in, a little jiggle or rock. And then extend the right leg up towards the ceiling, holding somewhere behind your leg. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle. A couple times both directions. Bend your knee back in, open your knee out to the right, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side. And you can adjust where you're holding so it works for you. Keep that left leg grounded. And then release. Bend your knee, bring it across, spinal twist. Open out through your right arm, let your knee and shoulder reach away from one another. How do you stay present inside of these poses you've done many times before? Can you keep looking for newness? Staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal, fingers and toes reaching away from one another. And then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then grab hold of just the left knee, drop the right leg long, squeeze this knee in close, little jiggle. And then straighten the left leg up, flex and point. circle, big circles, both directions. Bend your knee back in, open your knee out to the left, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of the right leg. Release. Bend your knee. Take it across. First with a bent knee. When you're exploring inside these poses, feel free to use movement, touch, just letting your awareness scan. Staying in the twist. Try straightening your left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. And then release. Roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees. And then drop your feet to the floor. Let's get set up for some core work. Start by drawing the belly in. Press the lower back down from the inside. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Exhale, lift head and chest up. Inhale, release down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Up and down. Up and down. Let's take two more. Last one. Release down. Now bring your right knee in and your left elbow across so they come towards one another, and then stretch the right leg really long. Bring it in. Reach it out. Knee in. Stretch long. In and out. One more on this side. And switch. Left knee in, right elbow across, and then stretch it out long. Knee in, or reach it long. Knee in, reach it out. In and out. One more. Now let's take both legs up in the air, outwardly rotate the legs, bring one leg in front of the other, and then switch back and forth as quickly as you can as you slowly lower your legs towards the floor. Keep the belly pulling in strongly. Quick little switches, straight, strong legs, but can you relax your face with all this effort, with all this concentration? One more, lower and lift. And then release, knees in, give the knees a little circle or rock. Rock your way up to sitting. And then come onto hands and knees, tabletop. If you want to pad your knees, you might grab a blanket or cushion. Set the hands right under shoulders. Knees right under hips, fingers spread wide. And let's take a few rolls through the spine, starting by lifting the head and tailbone arching, and then round. Arch. Curve. Arch. Curve. Now arch. Shift your weight forward, bend your elbows straight back and dip part way or all the way to the floor, and then press up from there. Round. Arch. Go forward to dip down. If going down all the way is too much, just do what feels right. Maybe it's 1 or 2 inches and you push up from there. Round. arch, dip down, slow and smooth, press up, round, arch. One more time, dip down, press up, round, and then sink back to child's pose. Hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. Find a relaxed position for your arms and neck and shoulders. And each time you simplify, see if you can come back to full presence. As a reset. Feeling what's right here, right now. And as best you can, letting it be. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little bit more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. Back to center. Having rest be the home base, the default, continuing to come back to rest as often as needed. Let's lift up through table and into down dog. Doing all the things you know to do. Coming into your full expression of this pose, given what you understand and are able to do. Really feeling how that is, and as best you can, relaxing into the experience as if it were child's pose, as if it were Shavasana. Can all the effort, all the sensory input be there, and there be a feeling of ease? Let's walk hands and feet towards one another and hang in ragdoll. Make whatever adjustments to your body help you not go beyond your limits, bending your knees a little or a lot, maybe using support through your arms. And can you relax here? Bend your knees a little more. Roll up. Coming all the way up to standing. Coming into mountain pose, Tadasana. Drawing the energy up from the bottom all the way past the top. Feeling a continual flow up, Wrapping around from the back to the front, bringing support to your back, strong core. Bring hands together at the heart, and maybe just set an intention for yourself, for your practice, something you might return to. Let's take a full A series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Five deep breaths in a good resting pose. So when I ask, can you feel all that's happening here and surrender? If the answer is no, choose a different shape to rest in so that these few breaths are actually a recentering, a resting, a coming back to ease and presence. If you can do that in down dog, great. If not, do it in child's pose or sitting or on your forearms or knees. Last breath here. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, take your right leg up, bend your knee in and start circling. This bent right knee in the biggest circle you can make. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. And then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge, arms up. Sink low. Inhale, space. Exhales, grounding. One more breath here. Tip forward, standing splits. Hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go like ragdoll. One more breath. Step back. Warrior one. Drop the back heel. Inhale, arms up. Sink low. One more breath here. Release, make your way to down dog however you want to get there. Just feel what you are doing. Take the time you need to do it. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up, bend your knee in and start circling this bent left knee. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight and bring it towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. And right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge, arms up. Sink low. Look for opening, expansion, all things out on the inhale. And then as you exhale, can there be all of that and softening, releasing, surrendering. All things down, in, letting go. Tip forward, standing splits. Stretch that right leg longer. Let your head hang more. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Last breath. Release. And then settle into a rest. Letting go of all of that. Last breath here. And back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees, come into chair. Hips go back and down. Head lifts high, shoulders low, fingers high. Keep doing all the things. Outwardly rotating even more. Shoulders dropping even more. Back to the front even more. Last breath. Release, fold forward. Inhaling, flat back. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three. Last breath here. Step back, warrior one. Release through your movement transition, whatever that is. Could be simple, could be a vinyasa. Just feeling what you're doing, whatever it is. Being purposeful. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Big step forward. High lunge. Arms up when you're ready. Warrior 3. Feeling as much as you can. Doing your best, given what you understand and are able to do. And then how that is how it should be. It shouldn't feel or look or be any different than this now. Step back, warrior 1. Release. And rest. How quickly can you let what's done be done? Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Chair. Release and straighten. Again, chair. Fold. Lengthen. Step or hop back. Lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg up when you're ready. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, 1 breath. From here, rise up to standing. Bring your left knee to your chest and find your balance. The right arm can be out to the side or hand to your hip. You can stay holding the knee or grab your big toe. You can keep your leg bent or straighten it part way or all the way. Try and square off the chest and hips to the front. Open the left leg out to the left, just at a slight angle. Bring it back to the front. Opposite hand to the outside of the knee or the outside of the foot. Roll open through the left shoulder, extending left arm back, maybe even looking back. Last breath here. Release with the front hand, catch with the back hand, King Dancer, Natarajasana. Kick your foot into your hand. Going in the directions you know to go in, meeting your limits where they are, and then feeling this, just like this. So as you go towards balance, making space for wobbly. Step back, high lunge. Find your way to down dog, however you want to get there. Any movement. From down dog, left leg sweeps up, step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3. Rise up to standing. Bring your right knee to your chest. Feel where you are. If you did so on the other side, you might grab your big toe. Coming into your full expression, which means going to your limits, not beyond them. Can there be ease here, as if this were child's pose? Open the right leg out to the right. All the doing, and can there be ease? Bring it to the front. Opposite hand to the outside of the knee or the outside of the foot. So these more challenging poses aren't because there's necessarily value in cranking your body into this crazy shape. It's if you've found ease up until here, how about now? How about now? How about while you're falling out of this? So it's purposefully putting us outside of our comfort zone so we can expand it. Release with the front hand, catch with the back hand, king dancer. So you modify the outer shape so you're within what you can handle now. If when I say, can you find ease here, you're like, hell no, maybe do something slightly different. Last breath here. Release, step back, high lunge. Find your way to a good rest, feeling whatever you're doing, evening out the two sides, integrating what we've just done. Let's come right into a pigeon pose on the right side. We'll slide the right knee forward. Scoot back through the left leg. Help the hips get as low as they'll go. And then find ease in the upper body. You can play around with the placement of your elbows, maybe resting your chest or forehead onto something. Let's bring the upper body back up slowly. Take your time. If you have anything under your hip that's in your way, move it so you can lean to the right. And let's bring the left knee forward, setting up for half hero on the left side. So you might need to adjust your legs so that the left knee points straight to the front of the mat and left toes point straight back. If this feels too tight, feel free to add support. Sitting up on something, putting padding under your left ankle. There's lots of ways of doing this that may work better for you. Lean back onto the hands, pick up the hips and tuck the tailbone. trying to take the crease out of the left hip. And you can stay on your hands or explore coming lower, maybe just to the right elbow, maybe both elbows, maybe all the way back. And at any moment you can come higher up or go further back, trying to keep the sensation in the left hip and quad, not too much of an arch in the lower back, hopefully no pain in the knee. If there's no way that this is working for you, it's just not good for some bodies, feel free to take a quad stretch in a different way. You could lean onto one side and pull your left foot back without pressure on the knee so much. To release, we'll lean to the right or roll to the right, straighten that left leg out, give a little rub to the knee or ankle. Let's take a vinyasa. From down dog, left knee comes forward, pigeon on the left. Take your time adjusting into your pose. Starting with what you know, what you've learned, being curious, how is it now? Can you be like a connoisseur, picking up all the subtle notes, like those people that can taste hundreds of flavors in coffee? Can you feel hundreds of subtle variations of what's happening inside this familiar pose? It's not just pigeon, oh, I know pigeon. Every moment, there's a whole different world of subtlety to be felt. Can you be curious in that way? Let's bring the upper body back up. If you have something under your left hip, move it so you can lean to the left. Slide the right knee forward. Make your adjustments. Maybe roll your calf out of your way. Get the left knee straight, left toe straight. Lean back. Tuck the tailbone. Keep that tucking as you release the hips back down. And then at any moment, maybe coming up a little, going down a little. So you're adjusting to stay at your edge, keeping it from the hip to the knee, lengthening. And just a reminder, there's nothing wrong with you if one of these poses or many of these poses don't work for your body. These are tools. The tools may be useful, they may not be. And if this particular tool isn't useful, there are other tools to use. So being curious, how does this work for me? And if at any moment it doesn't work for you, do something different, not a problem. To release, let's lean to the left, roll to the left, straighten that right leg out. Give a little rub to the joints that might have gotten tight in there. Foot, ankle, knee. And take a vinyasa or some movement, integrating what you've done, evening things out. Come through to sitting. Extending legs forward. Flesh of the sit bones back, heels forward. Fold. Use your hands for support either on the feet, something around the feet, or on the floor. Going towards length, towards folding and release. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Soles of the feet together. Baddha Konasana. Grab your toes or your ankles with that grip. Lengthen and fold. If your elbows meet your legs, you might push into them to help them open. Or if it works better to use your hands on the floor somewhere, feel free to do that, or lean into elbows or a block. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Let's bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot, and we're going to kick the foot into the hand. And contrary to typical alignment, let yourself schwump and let your arm be pulled off your back. Stretching between the shoulder blades, particularly on that right side. So rounding, let your head hang. The worse it looks, the better it will probably feel. And then second variation, more typical alignment, coming forward on the sit bones, zipping up the spine nice and tall, setting the shoulder blades back on the back, and then opening the right leg out to the right. Feel free to keep it as bent as you need to, or straighten it part way or all the way. And you can use your left hand on your left knee to kind of pull yourself forward, coming right up onto the fronts of the sit bones. Release and switch. First variation, Shalampasana, left hand to the inside of the left foot, round, let your arm be pulled off your back, let your head hang. Second variation, zip up the spine, shoulder blades on the back, open the left leg out, straighten it part way or all the way, come forward on the sit bones. Release. All right, if you're not already at the front of your mat, come forward and clear the back of your mat. Make sure there's no stuff anywhere behind you. We're going to grab the big toes, lean back to find balance, and then straighten the legs out to the side, any amount, so they could stay quite bent. So this is like the second variation, shoulders on the back, spine nice and long. Maybe you straighten part way or all the way. See if you can come right up onto the fronts of the sit bones just before you fall forward. Chest lifting, shoulders down. And now when we round our backs, we will roll back. Double check everything's safe back there. So go ahead and round your back, and you can come all the way onto your shoulders like a wide-legged plow, or if that doesn't work, middle back, somewhere in between. And then see if you can rock back up and find your balance again. You might make it on the first try, you might take a few rock and rolls, you might not get there, it's okay. And then legs together. Same thing, shoulders on the back, nice tall spine, chest coming through, knees as bent as they need to. And modify or skip any of this. If it's not working for you, don't do it. So we're gonna round our backs again. See if you can roll back all the way onto the shoulders or middle back. And then rock back up. All right, last one. We're gonna hold somewhere behind the legs. So it could be anywhere behind the legs. If you can get the feet, go for the feet. If not, the ankles, the calves, the knees. And we're going towards first a long spine, chest lifted, then long legs, and then maybe bending the elbows and bringing it in. It's not gonna be any deeper than it is in your forward fold, so it should look similar. Last time, rounding back. This time, instead of rocking all the way up, we're gonna slowly roll the hips down. So you can pull on the back legs like brakes. If you start to go too fast, pull on the brakes. And see if you can roll down one vertebrae at a time. This can be a lovely massage for the back. Doesn't work for all bodies, so if it's not working for you, don't worry about it. You can just bring your knees in. See if we can take even more time if you are still doing it. Once your hips are all the way down, you can just bring your knees in and take a circle here, massaging the lower back, sacrum, hips. And just take a moment and check in with yourself. What do I need? What do I want? If you were to finish up this practice in the perfect way for you, what would that be? Do you want to take some back bends? Do you want to take happy baby? Do you want to take an inversion? Twist? Anything or nothing. You might choose with great care or just randomly move into something. Whatever you're doing, feel that. Give it the time it needs. Could be a long hold, could be just a few seconds. And then ask yourself again, what now? And you can keep going with that until nothing's needed, and then you can start getting comfortable in your final resting pose. When you are ready to come into your final rest, take your time, adjusting anything that will help you be more comfortable, that would help you relax. Letting go of all the doing. And slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Move your wrists and ankles. And take a big stretch out. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side. Use your hands to help you up to sitting. And bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today.